Yo, what's going on, guys? Anthony Predicts here. So today, I'm just taking a quick look at kind of the state of the Democratic primary right now, and kind of the way things are going, and looking for any trends or maybe the way things may work out. So to start off, the Democratic debate just happened a few days ago, last Thursday and Wednesday, I believe, and the state of the race hasn't changed too much since then, but some new polls have come out, and this is what's pretty much been showing. Joe Biden is still in the lead, polling in the in the low 30s, high 20s. He's still the clear front runner right now. Right now, second and third place is up between Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren, and I think basically they're essentially tied right now because they are kind of taking the big progressive vote and they're kind of splitting it in two. So I think if there's only one of them in the race, it would be more unified, and Biden actually probably wouldn't be in first. But since the two of them are splitting the vote, it's causing that second and third divide that's kind of hard to keep up with, really. Kamala Harris, I think honestly she's had her moment of fame during this primary. I think she had a chance to come back during the last debate, and she kind of blew it, especially when Tulsi Gabbard went after her. I think that kind of sunk her campaign. Kamala Harris is sitting firmly in fourth place. It's going to be hard for her to rebound because it seems like a lot of people's minds are trying to be made up on this primary. And she's kind of losing. Kamala Harris's main support is among the Biden voters. And as of now, it seems like most of them are sticking with Biden and they're not going to her, which does not spell good news for her. And Pete Buttigieg and Beto O'Rourke trailing behind in fifth and sixth place. And the rest goes on and on. So I'm on Real Clear Politics right now. I just want to show you the chart, the graph that they use. As the green is Joe Biden, the blue is Bernie Sanders, the yellow is Kamala Harris, I believe, and the brownish, beige-ish color kinda is Elizabeth Warren. So you kind of see Biden. Biden has always been the front runner. He's always been on top. Bernie, he hasn't really come too close, but he's been firmly in second place, except for a brief period of time where Harris and Warren overtook him. But I think Sanders is starting to reposition himself as the number two candidate again. Harris and Warren both kind of started out relatively low in percentage-wise, but they were always kind of in always in third and fourth place. And you can see over time they both kind of stayed level, but then after that first debate, their numbers went up, especially Harris. She went up a lot. And one time she was in second place, or second or third place, and now it seems like, yeah, she was in second place. It's kind of leveled off for Harris, where you can see the chart goes straight down. And for me, honestly, that kind of reminds me of Scott Walker a little bit. How in the Republican primary, Scott Walker, why does it keep refreshing on me every time I do that? Scott Walker had a peak, and then once the debates started, the first one, his numbers were stayed level or went up. Then after the second one, his numbers totally went down. It's more people began to find out about him. And I think Kamala Harris is kind of the same way. The more people hear about her, the more they're starting to think, you know what, maybe Joe Biden's better, maybe Bernie Sanders is better, maybe Elizabeth Warren's better. So I think Kamala Harris is starting to fall off. This doesn't mean she can't rebound, but I think it's pretty clear that she's no longer one of the top three candidates right now. And with that said, as you see, Harris's support starts going down a lot right here as Biden starts going up. That's why I think there's a direct correlation between the two. And I think some of Harris's supporters could be going to Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders, but I think most are probably in the Joe Biden camp right now. So that's the national polls. We'll go to Iowa real quick. There's only been two polls out. But early state, the first state to vote, first primary, first caucus, Joe Biden is winning pretty much based off the national polls. It's closer in Iowa, but Harris is actually in second overall in the average. But in the most recent polls, Sanders and Warren are in second and third. Harris is in fourth. Kind of similar to what we've seen before. So Biden's pretty much in first, and the rest are trailing behind him. That's nothing really different than what's been going on. And in New Hampshire, we've had a few more polls coming out. Biden's in first. Warren and Sanders, once again, are splitting the progressive vote, which is making their numbers less really supporting them strong in numbers. If there's only one of them, like I said earlier, I feel like they would have more support in New Hampshire than Biden has. But since there's two of them, they're splitting that vote. Biden, I think, will probably win the New Hampshire primary just based off the fact the vote's being split between Warren and Sanders. So, summarize real quick. The Democratic primary right now, Joe Biden is leading the field. He had a very good debate performance compared to his first one on the second debate. And I think right now, if you're going to bet a candidate to win the primary at this date, which is I believe August 6th, yep, Tuesday, August 6th, 2019 is when I'm recording this. I'd bet right now Joe Biden will be the Democratic nominee. Stuff obviously can change. I mean, we're in August. The first votes don't start until January or February. But in August of 2019, Joe Biden is going to be the Democratic nominee. Thank you for watching. Please like this video. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.